Here comes Mr. Nobody walking down.
Hey everybody. So it is December the 7th. It's coming close to the end of the year here. I would like to say thank you to everybody who has recently commented. Like this past week has just been insane with comments. And not insane to me is there's more than one. There's been quite a few. I've had a back and forth with one guy who actually shares the same name as a friend of mine, but it's not my friend because my friend doesn't care for instruments or recording or anything like that. Anyways, but it's cool. It has been so much fun talking to you guys about different things. Everybody's been conversing about stuff. Like I said, this is what feeds the channel. This is what keeps it going. Today we're going to talk about a little bit of different stuff. We're going to do like little troubleshooting things to troubleshoot your songs. Other little items that I don't know if you use them, but you know it's something that might help. So first off, we're going to talk about. Let's go over to our Hue. We're going to talk about this little guy right here, Monitor Select. Now, Monitor Select will only work, well, it works on two levels. If you use your headphones, it will work there. If you use the 1/4-inch monitor outs, not the RCA jacks. The RCA jacks are looked at as being line outs. It only transmits it only transmits what's being played through the system. It's not the same. I know some people are using their line out as their monitor out, but then you lose things such as your metronome and all this other fun stuff. You lose those certain things like this Monitor Select, for instance. Your monitor level, this button here, which is way at the bottom. Can't hardly see my finger there. That has nothing to do with it. Now, if you're looking, you're like, holy crap, your monitor level's all the way up. Yes, because I have over there, I have my big knob, and that is where I do my volume control. So that's part of the fun here. Now, in my case, I have my line outs in the back are actually going into my headphone system. I have a 6-channel headphone system, which I also use to transfer the signal from the Tascam into the computer, into these videos. It's a crazy system. Now, if you notice, I'll show you here too. Right now, we'll just slide over here. You'll see, turn the light on there. You see, I have a headphone jack. I'm using my headphones so that I can do this video. Because if I didn't have it, I wouldn't be able to do this video. And then it is going over there. That's my headphone system right there. I think my last video for the year is going to be me talking about how I have my whole Tascam system set up here, because it's different. It's more out of convenience and that. And yeah, so it's more. I'll probably end up doing that. Okay, I'm digressing again. So you have your Monitor Select button. What the Monitor Select button does, if you click on it now, you'll see. I'll just go deep into the screen here so you can see that. Turn off the light again. You see it has stereo bounce, effects send 1, effects send 2. So when you're troubleshooting, like let's say you're looking at effects, you're setting up your effects, and you're sending to you think you're sending a certain channel into your effects system. You're like, well, why am I not hearing anything? So now if I play it right now, you'll hear the whole stereo. Here it goes. Can't hear that because I don't have it turned down. So I'll turn the bass up. Okay. So that is stereo. So now if I play it and I hit select and I go bounce, suddenly it dies. You're probably wondering, okay, why? Well, because I'm not bouncing. I'm not doing a bounce track. But if I was doing a bounce track, I would use this to see how that bounce track sounds. So anything that I'm putting onto that bounce track will show up on that. Now if I go to effects send, I have the bass going through effects send 1. and that's how loud it is. So now if I select the bass, just select the bass here, and I go, you can see I'm bringing it up, and it's telling me how much is getting fed into that track through the effects loop. Now I have nothing on, so I go to effects send 2, it's empty. But I can, once again, I'll select the drums this time, and then we'll go to effects send 2, which is turned off at the moment. I wonder if I can turn on pre. Nope. Okay. Let's go to mixer. So we'll put on pre. And there you go. And then if I go up, back to stereo. All right. So let's go back home. So that's one of these things. I use the monitor select generally when I'm doing effects to see what's going through, because every so often you're like, why am I hearing this weird sounding guitar? You know, what is that weird thing coming through? And then you can hit the monitor, you can just single out anything going through the sends, and you'd be like, oh, okay. And generally the other option is you go to mixer and you start going, okay, well, who has it on? And you start clicking all the different tracks like this, and you're like, I don't know, what the hell is that? Like, see, there it is. You know, that's the other way of doing it, which also works. But yeah, so that's the other part. Now, another thing, this is more out of convenience that I use this, but I'm not sure if the Mark set system right here, the jump back. I don't know how jump back works. I gotta look into that one. But the Mark set and preview thing. So how now if you've used this enough, you'll know that you can go Mark. If you hold down Mark, hit in, it sets where the in is, and same with out. That's pretty standard. There's nothing crazy going on there, but a lot of people don't know about the Mark set thing. So as you can see on my song here, right now I'm at Mark 5. What I generally do is on the lyric sheet, I will write the marks down. So put a track 1, which is vocals. So in this case, so if I go to track 1, I hit play. Start doing vocals in a second. Oh, you know what? No, it won't, because that's the intro. You can see there's 4, 5, and 6 were going up. If I go to Mark 2, see, I don't have the paper in front of me, so I don't really know. Now, vocals.
Step right up, take a seat. We're the ones who question you about your life.
So there's the vocals, and I've got it marked. So why do I do that? Well, because this way, if I just want to, if when I'm working on the song, and I want to start working on vocals, then I can just go, okay, well, Mark 2 is the start of, is verse 1, verse 1. I don't, like I said, don't have paper in front of me. I'm not sure if 3 is the chorus or if it's verse 2. I think it's the chorus. It is the chorus. So, and same with there. So Mark 4, 5, and then I have 7 here. I'm going to turn these up just for fun. This is a friend of mine made the solo because I stink at it. And I think it's right here. No, I think I missed it. Oh, maybe it's this one. Let's just go to, I don't know why oh, I haven't They weren't set. I just had them in there, but that's what I use it for, as you can see. So then you can go and you can bounce through to each of the marks, and it's just like a faster way. I don't know why it's stopping there. I think that's because at one point I was recording something at that point, because I noticed, because the other thing it does is it will remember where you last recorded to where you started it, where you ended it. So I'm assuming that that's what this is. So I must have done something here. So I started it here. I started it at a minute 52 and I ended it at a minute 58. And so, yeah, and that's the end. Oh no, that is the chorus. So yeah, it's probably where I bounced it. And then this one will be last verse. So that's two things that make your life easier. Some other ones, might as well go through a couple that I use. Soloing. Now you can see mute is on. Soloing is beautiful because let's say you just want to listen to one track. So you hit solo. Now if I hit solo, why is that solo not coming on? There we go. I think I gotta clean this thing again. So now I press play, you can't hear anything, but if I hit select one,
Your life.
there you go.
And
Now
who you'll meet.
You have to hit record to make it work. So
You have reached the end.
and there's the duplicate voice. So now if you turn off solo, it turns that off. And yeah, so much. That's nice when you want to just listen to one track on its own. What else can I talk about? Really don't. I don't know if you guys use rehearse and repeat. Repeat is kind of funny because that one's right here. So I use repeat when I'm doing. Generally, I use repeat when I'm doing a mix down, because then I'll just have it loop around on a certain section so that I can set like the effects that I want it to be and all that. And it's quite handy. I think I'm gonna have to look into, for next year, I'm gonna have to look into jump back and preview and record safe. And I know that with repeat you can also set it to actually duplicate, so that it'll every time you do an auto punch it'll repeat, and then you can mix it together. I think that's another one I got to play with and try out. Maybe I'll do that over the Christmas break. Yeah, that's everything today. Once again, thank you for subscribing. Really loving it all. This has been so much fun, and I will talk to you later, and have a good one. Bye.
Guitar in hand, setting up on the corner, waiting for a jam. Playing his creation, people turn and watch. Gives them something